Welcome to the Die As Cast podcast.
Now, like we go now.
The more we do the bits on this, I'm going to leave it in the episode. That's the danger. If it's funny enough, it stays in.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Die As Cast podcast. We are on episode 6 of How the Waste Was Won, Unseating Mavros. When last we heard from our intrepid heroes last week, they had just come through an awkward personal family situation, meddling in the lives of twin ratfolk sisters, and managing to both alienate and resolve the situation.
Yeah, that wasn't a good look.
Resolve is the important part. If you listen to the episodes, you do have all the context.
Because of those deep emotional connections that they've made with the ratfolk, that stirred our young Dampour to consider and to write a heartfelt, tender letter to someone who has been very close to her and someone that she's been thinking about seeing later on this afternoon as he performs his first fight in his freedom. So, before we leap into the adventures that happened this week, let's just get everybody to quickly introduce themselves and their characters. Madeline.
Yes, I am Maeve Maldorava, ratfolk matchmaker and Dampier queen of Hakon's Divan.
Very good.
God, I forgot about Hakon's Divan.
Yeah, it's good, hey?
Diego.
Hi, I am Xisk. I have been looking forward to laying on something other than hard rock stone.
Good.
There was one word in that intro that sounded like you had a different voice.
Hi!
Hey!
It was Diego and then Xisk.
Just for a second.
Griffin.
Hannah, Hanta, Minerva, Benjamin, Ralphina, they got nothing on Big Willer. This is Gideon Sweets.
Excellent recall.
So after the drawn out family drama down by the riverbank, a tale from the riverbank,
Hey.
the three of you head back to Hakon's hosted bunks, and then as you all drift off to sleep, all three of you have a strange, quiet, misty dream.
I love strange dreams. Let's go.
Because I haven't been sleeping.
It's a stress dream.
Let me remind you all that I wanted to sleep.
Maeve, you can hear Xisk muttering about sleep in his sleep.
What is that sound?
Is irony or is it dramatic irony? I can't remember.
That's kind of double layered. He wanted to sleep so bad, he's mad that he's sleeping late.
Maeve, as you set aside your letter and you fall to sleep, you can feel yourself floating strangely in a dark ravine. It's the middle of the night, and below you, you watch as thousands of blood-red scorpions flow up across the canyon, across the ground. And then as you slowly sink into these massive beetles and scorpions, you feel them starting to crawl all over your body. And they gradually get heavier and heavier and block out the light and the sound as you start awake in the middle of the night, breathing heavily.
At first I thought it would be nice, but like exfoliating, but not really. Kind of scary.
Xisk.
I can't believe I'm going to sleep this late. This has been too long. I just
As you mutter away into the long delayed and often dreamed for and too often commented on sleep, the night doesn't start well for you. The first dream you have, you feel yourself trapped under rock, broken stone. All around you, You feel you can see the light coming down. You can feel the heat of the sunlight, but you can't quite reach it. And all you can smell is this sort of bittersweet smell of burning books.
Ooh.
Gideon.
Man, I sure hope Big Willard wants to hang out tomorrow. We didn't really
so
explore that
obsessed with
character
him.
quite enough, so I can't wait to delve into his backstory.
As you drift off, you feel yourself floating down a dark, thick, wide river. Jet black water, and you're floating gently on a raft that's filled with rat folk. And all around you, all over you, you feel this warm kisses and hugs. And as you slowly get kissed awake, you realize that you're being held by a 4 or 5-year-old trollkin toddler, as this toddler squeezes you and kisses you and says, "Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!"
This is still part of the dream. Okay, have you seen Big Willard? I imagine you're kind of like the embodiment of my conscience. Honestly, I thought you died years ago. I'm a pirate rogue, so it's I shove children for money. I don't know if you saw the tuber monkey fight.
So this big happy trollkin baby toddler has actually got you squeezed tight, and as you slowly regain consciousness, you realize that you are no longer in the bunks that you went to sleep in. You're instead into this very simple canvas tent, and there's 2 or 3 kids that have come in through the tent flap, and this big trollkin baby is so happy to play with you.
Oh,
Listen,
it's real.
I didn't know we had to set watch in the merchant camp. This is
Within the protected tent.
Do you really think I'm a teddy bear? You saw that I had swords, right? You saw that?
This baby, not a baby, but you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl trollkin, but they lean in and they just give you another big wet kiss on their forehead.
Can I try to sketch the scorpions that I saw in my dream? I don't know if I still would have my journal, because if we were moved, I put it back under my pillow.
No, you wake up and you see Gideon wrestling with a baby, sort of squirming and in an awkward way trying to extricate himself from a baby. But Maeve, when you reach under your pillow for your journal, you feel it as well as something very sort of warm and fleshy.
Yeah, I definitely have a moment of panic where I'm like, oh, where's my book? And then I feel this fleshy item that's so gross. All right, I want to lift the pillow up.
There is a pile of sausage.
Yes!
Surprise sausage.
Bad. Troll kid, look away. This is a crime of nature.
Does it smell like it normally smells, or is it rancid?
Yeah, it smells heavenly.
I'll have a little nibble. And I would like to draw the scorpions in my journal.
All right, so you take a minute and you can sketch that out. Xisk, you sit up and you bang your head. You had gone to sleep in a... it's not really a bang. It's just on the tent pole of this little tiny tent, and it sort of gives you a jolt until you realize it's just a little tent pole. So the 3 of you went to sleep in that sort of semi-luxurious bunk room that had been set up by Hakan's staff, and you wake up with a small pup tent with 2 or 3 kids peeking in the flap.
Well, except for the one grappling me, correct?
Yeah.
Right. So we're in a tent alone with 3 toddlers?
Well, it's one older kid who's just looking in, but there is one kid who is playing with some coins on the floor, and another kid who has got you is totally charmed by you.
Man, I hope faux fighters don't walk into this tent with the 3 people with the toddlers.
Listen, I am still technically a minor. Where are we?
As far as you can tell, you're just inside this tent. It's bright, sunny day out. It's probably mid-morning as far as you guys can tell light-wise.
can you all be a little quieter? I'm still trying to sleep.
Xisk, have you seen? We were moved. Do you remember walking around in the nighttime?
No. I was stuck under some rocks or something.
You had a dream?
Yeah, yes.
All right. So, Gideon, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab the coins from the kid.
Yeah, I knew it. Oh my god.
There's not a lot of character traits we set up for Gideon so far, but taking money from children is literally one of them. And also, if we got moved, I think they might be mine, so I'm grabbing them.
All right. So you just lean over and this. Well, you know what? Roll me a. See if you can break the grapple of this.
How big is this troll child?
This titanic toddler.
It's just a little bit bigger than you are.
Oh my god. Okay. That is a 17 acrobatics.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see how the troll does. All right, so you're able to wiggle free.
So I'd love to do the breakdance move and like take out his legs, and right before his head hits the ground, I'll just like catch his head and kind of shove him off, and then I'm gonna go steal some gold, or maybe reclaim some gold. We're unsure. It doesn't matter to me.
Yes. So yes, so you sort of work your way out. You sort of dump this toddler off, and he sort of stands up, and he starts screaming, and then the other kid panics, and the kids basically run off.
That's right. Money is scary. You leave it to me, okay? Who knows what could be on there? Probably poison. Don't touch any more of this, but if you find some, bring it to me.
You are insufferable.
They moved me from my bed.
Yeah, I don't remember waking up under or sleeping under some pole. They haunt me now. Where are we?
Can I peek out the flap and just like kind of get my bearings and see where we might be geographically?
The Hakan's place was set up sort of near an ancient fountain, broken fountain, and you can see that you're still at that fountain.
Oh.
But there are 2 or 3 other merchants now setting up tents and a wagon. So the whole Hakan's whole camp has gone.
Huh.
So there was the 6 wagons that made up his complex. He had that temporary fountain set up. He had the white silk and the torchlight, the flickering lights. All of that is gone in the bright, cold light of day.
Did we end up giving him the pipes?
No, I have them.
You should check if you still have them.
You should check if you still
question. I want to look through my stuff.
There are no pipes, I'm afraid, but there is a letter.
Oh, you.
Fuck. What is the letter? I can't read. Someone else take it.
I'll take it.
All right.
I can't read.
Panic. Words. Oh no.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you have a fear of words?
No. Sorry. I just gave. It was from leftover from the fact that we don't have the pipes anymore.
All right, Madeline. So there is a very flowery handwritten note here that says, dearest Wood Prince.
It is Isabella, Xisk.
We are so grateful to all of you for finding the pipes. We didn't want to wake you.
It's crazy. She's writing out. She doesn't have to do that. Like
There's a lot of M's.
We do appreciate her
They're
cadence.
all connected.
I know
it's
how
like
she
a
sounds.
Big squiggly line.
That's how I know it's her.
There's like 11 tildes.
Mr. Hakan was in such a hurry that we thought it was best just to leave you here. He thanks you ever so much for the pipes, and as a bonus, he has left you each 10 plots. Spend them well, and I hope to see you soon again. Oh, my piney paramour.
Oh dear.
And there's a PS from Hakan along the bottom, and he's written.
Oh, I can hear it. It's written, but I can hear it.
I hope all of our listeners heard the name Hakan and braced themselves and turned down their podcast.
For what's coming.
Kevin gave you enough warning.
Well, Xisk, it looks like they have packed up and left, including Isabella. But we did get paid. So I'm going to find the money.
All right. So there are 3 small sacks, one at the feet of each of your bunks. They're not bunks now; they're just simply bedrolls. But you also have a relatively nice tent. Now, just to back up a little bit, just to get a little bit meta, the 2 coins that they use here, they're discs. The brown disc is the more valuable one. It is called a plot, and it represents the earth. The blue disc is called a cloud and represents the sky.
Did Isabella leave?
It looks like it in the
so
letter.
it seems. I'm sorry. Could you? She left with Hakan.
It looks like it.
I don't understand.
When you two met, did you talk about how long your traveling together would last? Did she make any dotes or promises?
No, not particularly, but I suppose she was the only friend I have. Not to discredit what we have developed amongst us, the 3 of us, but she's just leaving me here in this town.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I really thought I hit it off with Zagan, so it is tough that she didn't say bye, you know?
I don't like that they moved us while we were not awake.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
Wait a minute. If they left with their whole group, who are these troll children? Are they just random street urchins that came into our house? Man, good thing I stole that gold from the kid. All right, I feel justified. I'm actually a good person. Just, do you need anything?
No.
This is like a really shitty breakup. I'm really sorry.
I'm sure we're fine. It doesn't sound like she's, mad at me or anything. So I'm sure it's all in Thoth Hermes' plan to put me out in the world and explore new people.
You do see on the back, there is a further note saying that you can find her in Savoyne.
Look at this. Do you know where this is, Savoyne?
Do I?
Griffin, Gideon, you would. Savoyne is one of the larger cities. It's a few hundred miles north of Ghosta Cliffs, and it's technically in Varaine, which is south of the wastes.
Do I know anything about the character of Savoyne?
Roll me a history.
6.
The only thing you know about it is that it is a quite well-to-do city. They are fairly snooty there. That's what you were told. You've never actually been there yourself.
For some reason, it sounds like a chocolate. Savoyne.
Belgian milk chocolate. Xisk, would you like to hold on to this letter?
I would, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I fold it up and I give it to Xisk.
I mean, I'll just put it out there. Is anybody else uncomfortable with the fact that Hakan has the pipes now?
Oh, very. Absolutely uncomfortable. But what can we do? I do not even know where Savoyne is.
I have some idea of where it is. I guess it all kind of depends on what we got going on after the fights. My situation is a little bit non-predictable because if my pirate queen dies in the fights, probably going to have some kind of election or something, so then we'll have to decide how that works. But, I don't know what you two got going on.
Pirates have democracy?
It's kind of a flawed system. There's no perfect way, but it's... it doesn't really matter. We throw in our little flask of ale. We're like, we wanted it to be Fae. I'm new, so I'm only still learning the ropes. Well, we all have the same flask, so we put it into the barrel, and that way it's kind of like anonymous. Whichever barrel has the most flasks. We wrote Fae on one barrel, This is what I was told.
And then you just take whichever flask you take back.
If you can remember, good for you, but it doesn't really matter. It's all sterilized. It's straight moonshine.
Every moment I spend with you, Gideon, I realize the things I have learned about pirates are mostly wrong.
It's like 95 proof. It's really hard to get down, but man, it's fun on the deck.
On the
deck?
Oh, yes. Yes,
Of the ship.
That's what we all heard.
Some might say the poop deck.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Well, I wasn't suggesting by any means we go to Savoyne anytime soon. I think you both have things to take care of first. So I mean, and this is, I'm sorry, I was putting this like you were coming with me to Savoyne eventually. You have your own lives.
Like, unless we end the trip with, like, some hooded man giving us a quest, I really feel uncomfortable with Hakan having the pipes, so...
You saw what they can do.
Yeah, feels like that may not need to be dealt with.
I agree. But in the meantime, I think before we went to sleep, we said that we were meant to wake up and run to the thing. So shall we get going?
That's
yes,
right.
I have a letter I would like to deliver. So, before 1 o'clock, if possible. So
I'm gonna peek my head out and look for somebody. Ideally, a town crier.
You want to see if you can find a town crier walking by your tent?
Really, anybody.
Sure. Go ahead. Just roll me a 20.
Oh man, that's the voice of Kevin. No matter what I roll, Kevin's gonna say no here. Here we go. What do I add to the 20, DM? What do I add to the D20?
You could add anything you want to the D20.
Awesome. All right, if I got anything I want, I got a 46. How about that?
You do find one town crier, but he's dead. So,
he's fully dead.
This city rules. I run up to him and I shake his corpse. What time is it? What time is it?
the troll kid looks back from where he's been sitting there, and he says, 11.
I ping him a coin. Well done. Is that the one who choked me?
Yeah.
I run and get it back. Give me that. Give it. I was kidding.
All right. And he's trying to grab you and give you more hugs and kisses.
Griffin, when you started this podcast, did you set out to make a likable character? We'll never know.
You're colored and sized like a teddy bear. So, I think subconsciously, you probably didn't get enough love as a child.
I
Is
guess
what it comes down
I
to.
just didn't plan to hang out with a lot of kids during this campaign. I don't know if that's crazy.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Gideon. I'm so sorry.
I meant
that
toddlers.
I am
You're
not
a teen.
cool.
You're a teen.
All right. Let's get a move on.
Just back me up.
I'm going to deliver my letter.
And you had gotten the notes about where he is fighting, so you can ask around, get directions. Remember, there is also Foe Fighter Central, where there's all those things organized and things. Mm-hmm. However, as you go into Foe Fighter Central to get yourself organized, they ask to see your lanyard.
Oh yeah, I have that. Do I have that?
You do not have
What the fuck?
What?
Do we have our lanyards?
it. You don't.
I look back at them with just like deer in headlights look.
I'm gonna go look. I'm gonna go fucking find that goddamn troll kid.
Wait. Our names are on a list, aren't they?
I'm gonna find that toddler.
Gideon.
Gideon, come back.
Sorry.
Did we put our names on some sort of list to get sorted into groups?
Oh, that's a good point.
Check the list.
So this woman's obviously very harassed, and she thinks, okay, yes, go over there to the lost lanyard tent.
A lost lanyard tent. So this happens a lot, is what I'm gathering. All right.
I just didn't. I thought really the lanyards would be safe from theft. If I'm being honest, they're not even that cool looking.
The snow globe, though, with the blood.
That was really cool.
That's currency.
The bodies flying around in there was really cool.
All right, Xisk, I'll get you to just roll me a performance check, please.
Oh boy, because I'm so good at that.
Performance.
That is 4 minus 1 is a 3.
Ooh, whoopee.
They don't believe you, Xisk.
I am. You can ask Big Willard. He's somewhere.
Good, yes.
And they go, oh, you know Big Willard?
You're damn right.
And they all start to mutter to each
We're
other.
best friends, he and I.
Yes, he's actually
best
our
friends with me.
senior foe fighter.
Mm-hmm.
And so they okay, so they look around and they, you see one of them, she sort of gets a sly look and she says, so if you know Big Willard, when is the next shift?
Tomorrow at 4.
Is that right?
I mean, I'm impressed. I don't know where Xisk got that from.
Wait, weren't he said we could make our own schedules? Maybe he put down a schedule.
We work on the second last day of the festival.
There it is.
He said we would find a time because I wanted some time off, and then he said we would negotiate, and then this stuff happened and we didn't get the chance.
All right, you can roll me another performance check.
Can it be persuasion instead of performance?
No, yeah, you're right. Persuasion sounds fine.
Yes. All right. That is a 17.
All right, so they're going to issue you some temporary lanyards. They're just paper. They're not like the fancy leather ones you had before.
All right, how long do these last?
They're paper, so they'll just treat them carefully.
Oh, so you mean temporary literally in the structure of them? They don't have like a time limit?
No.
Okay,
Until
great.
they disintegrate.
Yeah, no, they're not the fancy souvenir keepsake lanyards that you had before, but they will get you backstage to all the rings, so you can talk to people.
Yeah, you also said 10% off snacks, but it's good to know we get a backstage pass.
Yeah, backstage pass, 10% off all snacks except mini donuts.
Oh, what's...
Listen, thank you for the lanyard. If I was to want to send a letter or is there like a post, anything, someone I can give this to, a trustworthy individual?
She looks at you, son of her head cock, and she says, I suppose you would have to hire a courier, I guess. Which city do you want to go to?
Well, it's here.
In town?
Yes.
Oh. She looks at her friends, and they all look back, and they say, can't you just talk to the person then?
Thank you for your time.
Crickets.
I have an image in my head of how this is going to go, and it starts with the letter, okay? So I really need... Okay.
Come on, you two. You're not even considering her context.
There's a lot of context.
Yeah, have you not ever written a romantic letter to someone that you wanted to deliver? Is better when they're written.
I see. I would
She's
get
so
a
pissed.
friend.
What do these two look like? What do these two look like?
Well, the woman you're talking to is a middle-aged female human, and her friend sitting beside her looks to be fey-touched.
All right, I'm going to talk to this lady and go, listen, you better be nice or I'm going to challenge you to a fight. This is a fight town. Sorry. So, you can't really talk to people like that unless you're ready to buck up.
I am not trying to be mean with you, Mr. Teddy Bear. I don't
Strike one. Keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep talking.
Started off on the wrong foot.
I wrestled the troll toddler today. I don't have pride. Strike one. That's strike one.
I don't have a... You... Who are you trying to meet? This woman doesn't know anything about this. Is what...
You are
she's trying to...
the wrong person to be asking about this. Guys, I think we should just go to pit 14. I will find somebody to take this letter. Or maybe I'll just give it myself. I don't know. I'm hot and I'm hungry and I'm a little grumpy now because of this interaction. So
yeah, we haven't even had breakfast or coffee or anything yet.
I mean, just to help, I would not trust the infrastructure of a city that has no laws. So they might be on the right track that you want to give it to somebody because, I mean, anybody could say they're a courier, take your money, and then run away, and no one would get mad at them.
I mean, if you don't want to deliver it yourself, well, one of us could do it. If you tell us a description of...
Oh my god.
Hey, I'll do it. I'm a courier. See? You could get tricked.
You're a pirate. That did not trick me at all.
We know you're not a courier.
All right, let's go. I like that idea. It's kind of like a, will you go to the dance with me? Yes or no? Circle my friend
yes
wants
no.
to know.
Yeah. My friend was totally joking, whatever. But unless.
All right. Do we know where pit 14 is?
That she can help you with. She directs you to pit 14.
Gosh, thanks. Wow, thank you so much. Who put you at the guest services table?
This is at the guest services table.
What is
This
this?
is the lost yet lanyard table.
It is the last
Okay,
lanyard
you know what?
table.
Fair enough. However, we did also have problems with that, so I am still angry.
She was intolerable, wasn't she?
She was chewing gum the whole time, like really loudly.
So, you head over to Pit 14. You might make your way through the crowd. And again, things are just starting to heat up. Things have opened up. Shops are opening. You start smelling all the deep-fried things and barbecued things. And there's drinks starting to happen and people running everywhere.
Do I see any of the fighters that are going to be like... Are fighters assembling? Because we're like a couple hours early, right?
Yes, you are 2 hours early. You see somebody directing people who are using sawdust to sweep up the blood from the previous fight. So they're just getting that organized, and you see this sort of very tall, thin Noel arguing with one of the sweepers, and they are cleaning up, getting ready for the next bout.
I'm right that we're not at the final 3 days, right? So these ones aren't to the death.
These ones are not to the death.
Great.
No. As a matter of fact, Pit 14 is for the non-name chosen. From across the continent, every sort of half-decent sized town has their own contest, and the chosen all end up gathering at the seat of Mavros. So that's why there are so many here. For those who just want a challenge, like there's basically an open pit. Pit 14 is an open pit for those who aren't affiliated with a town or a village or a city and are just here to try to prove themselves to get into like what would be the quarterly semifinals.
And they can also rise to be the creme of the crop?
Absolutely. They can be one of the final 8.
Sorry, everybody. Just before we keep going, I'm just going to like put my hands on both of them and go, we should just check our bags for everything we're missing right now so we don't get caught by surprise again.
Oh, that is a good point.
But, by the way, what did you do with the tent?
Oh.
Were we supposed to take
I do
it?
not think I realized that tent was ours.
Yeah, no, I think we left it.
I think we left it.
Ah, shit.
Okay.
I'm going to run back.
Get it. Oh.
I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna go fight kids, I know it.
Shoving troll kids as I run.
There's a woman setting up pies in the tent.
Listen. Sorry. This is our tent. So, I don't know if you're...
It was just sitting here. It was empty. No one was here.
I was only gone for a few minutes.
I can't have my pies sitting in the sun.
All right. Well, you're welcome to use this tent, but I do need one of your pies.
That's fair. I'll be done by 6.
Okay. Can I have a pie?
Certainly. What flavor would you like?
What flavors do you have?
We have what we call honey bear. Sorry.
Sorry, what do you mean
blueberry.
Sorry, what do you mean sorry? That's strike one. What do you mean sorry?
Honey bear. Lady. I was apologizing because we thought it was a cute name, but I didn't realize it would be bear. Might be. Anyway, it's made from honey and walnuts. Then we also have a blueberry one, and we have a salmonberry one.
Gideon's just the worst, patron of
fish.
Sorry, you have fish pie?
It's a savory pie.
Yeah, I'll take a blueberry one, right, Stat?
All right. Here you go. Do you want me to cut it?
No.
Okay. But just to be clear, this is your tent, and we do now have use of it till 6 p.m., correct?
Yeah. I don't know. If you keep clarifying, I'm getting suspicious. But yeah, you sure. You can use this tent till 6 p.m. And then you have to hang a sign on the door that says, this is Gideon's tent. No enter.
Put it at about child eye height.
Yeah. And also, on the bottom right, I am not a teddy bear. Okay, bye.
You're demanding so much of this woman.
Yeah, well, I gave her a shelter when she had none. Bye. Can I do a quick sniff of this pie to make sure it's not fucking poisoned or something, this crazy goddamn town?
Sure. Roll me perception.
That's a 12.
This pie is not poison.
I'm just going to stick a few bear fingers in it in case it's like a prison cake and there's a hammer or something.
There's a bear trap inside the pie.
There's a full pistol.
No, all that comes out is blueberries.
Great. I walk back. Hey, guys, didn't get the tent, but score, right?
What?
Yeah, sorry. I got this pie, though.
Wait, how did... never mind.
Yeah,
You
we
know
shouldn't.
what?
Yeah.
I think we'll probably be fine.
Yeah.
So let me just run something by you. This is really important. Salmon berry's not a good flavor, right?
Salmonberry?
Like the fish and...
Anyway, let's check our stuff.
Yeah, I would like to go through like my bag, my little bindle, and see if I have everything.
You have a bindle?
I have a bindle. I've been on the road, dude.
Trailers for sale or rent.
Wherever I may perambulate.
Yeah, everything seems to be there.
Seems.
Well, I don't know if you can remember everything that you had.
Yes, I travel very light. All my money is there?
All of your money is there.
Everything looks good here for me.
Those coins that I stole from the trolls, were they our coins? Was I right, or are they extra coins?
Those were your coins that the kids were playing with.
I knew it, little brats.
They just saw the shiny discs and were playing with them.
Ugh, bad parenting. All right.
I think you're taking this this particular aspect too seriously.
I do have a list of everything I have. So is all my stuff here?
Okay, Red Man. Yeah, just let's hear the list.
No, we shouldn't. I checked out that D&D podcast you asked me to listen to, and they spent 10 minutes on what was in the Bears Explorers pack.
It seems to be there.
All right.
So you guys so you are sitting here in the middle of all this hustle and bustle. You're sort of sat down on the ground. You're all counting out your stuff, arguing back and forth, while there's this pie sitting between you.
We got robbed in the nighttime.
Great. If we have everything, then I want to see if I can like scout the Sea of Faces for Veridin, because I know he'll be here soon, and I want to see if I can find him.
So just roll me a perception.
I have a 0. That's 16.
You look around. You can see where the fighters are sort of heading. They don't go backstage, but they go into a tent that's connected to the pit itself. And while you're watching, you do not see Veridin enter the tent. There is a security person standing there. He's a big, sort of beer-bellied male human. So he is an official. Looks like he's an official.
All right.
He has a lanyard.
Oh, guys, that guy has a lanyard.
Big man.
I think we should talk to him.
We had lanyards at some point.
Yes, I don't know what happened to those. I'm kind of pissed about that. I wanted to keep it.
I'm actually sorry. Can we just get serious for a second? I'm a little concerned about that. Does that mean someone's going to try and sneak into the tournament as faux fighters?
I think it's probably more likely that Hakan and his people are selling them as tokens of something.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
He did seem to want to sell everything,
Yeah, including you.
including myself.
Yeah, that was awesome. So should we go talk to this guy? Should we just try and bypass him? What do you think?
I kind of just want to ask if he has seen my friend.
I love it.
Do you want to go, or should one of us?
Well, if you come with me, then I might look more serious because you are adults.
Yeah.
If I come with you, you will not look more serious. People think I'm a toy. People think I'm a literal toy.
Just gotta put on a mean face.
Maybe I could sit on Chish's shoulders and we could wear a trench coat, and then I'd be like a real tall panda bear folk, huh? Just like I always wanted to
Maybe
be.
you look a little demeanor.
All right. Okay, just convince me. Let's go.
We walk over.
And are you doing the one on top of the other thing?
No, I don't. I listen, I just checked my list of things and I do not have a trench coat.
Can I put you on my shoulder and maybe we'll look, like... It'll be exactly like Groot and Rocket Raccoon.
I was going to say a Groot thing. This is very close to Groot and Rocket Raccoon.
It totally is.
I'll have to check with our legal
Okay.
team. Okay, go ahead.
Are you cool if I pick you up?
Absolutely. And pretend my saber is a gun.
Okay.
All right.
I put my hood up and start walking over.
I can't tell if that's advantage or disadvantage on intimidation.
Disadvantage. We'll just wait till my Bradley Cooper impersonation. Here we go.
I am Xisk.
Okay, so you go over.
Fucking pardon?
He is Xisk.
I am Xisk.
So he's down there and he's got his arms crossed in front front of him, and he's got this kind of, sort of, looks like he's got one eye, the other one's sort of all clouded over, and he doesn't have a lot of teeth, and he's got a pipe, and he's just standing there with his arms crossed over his chest.
Hello.
And he looks over at you, and he sort of looks down at you, and he goes, yes?
Oh. Sorry. I'm wondering, is this the tent for fighters in the 1 o'clock fight? I am just looking for somebody. I have a gift I would like to give them before.
And he kind of scowls at you, and he sort of spits out of the side of his mouth, and he says, why, yes, it is.
It doesn't get easier to believe that voice is coming out of your giant body. May I enter, or is there, rules? I'm a faux fighter. See, I have a lanyard. Temporary. Mine was stolen, but...
So he sort of takes it, and he sort of squints at it, puts his eye up, and he says, yeah, certainly, that's fine.
Oh, you're very cool about this. Okay, thank you. I walk in.
Remember, you have to be out half an hour before.
Before the fight.
So the fighters can prepare. Some of them are kind of like divas.
Oh, it's I'm very familiar with this.
Some actually literally are divas.
There's going to be a D&D joke here.
I put Gideon down, and I'm like, well, this was less exciting than I thought it would be.
It's just a piggyback.
Well, I just feel like we were taught a lesson about judging people by their appearances. It feels like a Magic School Bus episode.
All right, Miss Frizzle.
And honestly, I deserve that. I'm not a raccoon. I could never be Bradley Cooper.
I walk into the tent.
The guard looks at you two and says, and you two?
Oh, they are with me.
I see. All right, then. Enjoy yourselves. Be careful. There's lots of sharp edges inside.
Hey, thanks, bucko. Time to go to space.
Gideon?
Wait a minute. Are you Bradley
Gideon,
Cooper?
are you okay?
Oh my god. I have to go. Sorry, no paparazzi. Bye.
Jeez. Okay, do I see Veridon in the tent at all? I did not see him going in, but is he already in the tent?
Yes, he is. You
What?
see him...
Oh.
Don't you... Yeah, you see, he hasn't seen you, but he's busy sort of warming up, sparring with this big Viking woman.
Oh, you know that feeling you get when you see somebody at the mall that you haven't seen in a long time, and your whole body just kind of goes cold.
And they're sparring with a big Viking woman.
Sparring with a big Viking woman.
At Spencer's.
Spencer's. I hug the wall. And I say to the other two, oh my god, guys, he's here. I know I was looking for him, but now that he's actually here, oh my god, that woman is so hot. What is happening?
Hey, sorry, Maeve. You're obviously going through something, but do you still want me to be Rocket Raccoon or no?
I don't know if that's helpful. Gideon.
I don't have to.
Okay,
yeah.
no, it's cool.
Okay.
We
I
didn't
picked up
like
a
it
stick that
anyway.
kind of looked like a... Oh, you didn't? Because I found a stick that looked like a gun, so I thought maybe it would help.
Oh, no, I
You didn't like it?
No, I
Sorry.
did. I
Okay,
did.
back to the Viking woman. I understand. We can talk about it later.
And as you glance over, Maeve, you see somehow he's fighting in slow motion, and so there's just these long locks of hair flowing back and forth as he's blocking and parrying. You look down and the bear is singing.
Just what I picture for slow motion elf fighting music.
Guys, I don't know what to do. I can't go over there.
I will stand in front of Maeve to block her view of this angelic elf.
I cannot give this myself. Can somebody do this?
No, you can do this. You can do this. You freed him from a dungeon.
Kiss partner?
Is he your kiss partner?
I mean, we did not kiss.
But would you like him to
Did
be?
you hold hands or
We brushed shoulders and,
when you were taking off the
he
manacles?
sneezed on me one time.
Sorry?
He sneezed on me one time.
And that's good? That's a good thing?
Well, it was kind of romantic.
Yeah.
Listen, you can do this.
And as you guys suddenly notice that the guard is leaning over listening as well. He's got like a big anticipatory face on. He goes, "Oh yes, if he sneezed on you, that's a good sign."
You were cooler than I thought you'd be. Get in here. I bring the guard into the huddle. The highest I can reach is his lower back.
Yeah, I rip the pages out of my journal, and I'm like, I've got them folded up, and I'm just trying to like hold them out to see if anyone's gonna take them.
Maeve, you freed him from an actual castle dungeon. He at least owes you listening to your goddamn letter.
I don't want to. What? I don't want to give him a letter when I could just talk to him.
Why don't you read him the letter? You could do the whole like, hey, I really wanted to get this right, so I wrote it all out. That could be nice.
The guard says, I don't think that will be.
Okay,
that'll be fun."
You know, I really like this guy.
The guard says, I can take the letter over if you want to.
Yes, you. Please go. Yes, take it.
Hey, sorry, first, what's your name?
My name is Wilberforce.
Wilberforce.
Wilberforce?
Yo, that is tight.
I think I saw you on Saturday morning cartoons.
Wilberforce, let me know, like, if he looks like excited to receive it, or like if he looks like maybe like frustrated or mad.
If you want, you can sneak here behind the panels.
What?
And listen.
Oh my god, you are my best friend? I've never had a best friend, but it's you now.
Yeah, actually, Wilberforce, you're great. Here's a plot.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is that a lot? Is that little? Is that...
It's a good amount.
You want another?
He probably makes
just
5
stop
plots a month.
Oh, here's...
I can hold your plots if you want.
Do not give it to Gideon.
It just feels like he's handing them out willy-nilly.
Should I not? Are they...
What if you fall off another pole? We're gonna have to go buy a tuberling bandage.
And he says, so you will have to be sneaky back there so they don't find you.
Yes. Oh my god. You're literally talking to a Dampier, so it's not a problem. I'm also very cool, so.
All right, so if she's going to sneak around behind the panels while the guard ghost gives the note, what are you two doing?
Also sneaking.
Yeah. No,
Should we do the thing again? I actually liked it. I just didn't want to say it in front of Maeve.
You don't have to pity me, Xisk.
No, I don't.
Honestly,
it was cool.
it's fine. Honestly, the color scheme of a raccoon and a panda are vastly different, and they have more grabby hands,
Yeah.
you know? So,
And I'm
they
like
have
not
little-
really a root anymore, you know?
Hey, you are. Absolutely you are. Come on. Is there any fighters who have left their gold pouch on the table?
No.
No.
Is there any fighters who have left a cool-looking weapon on a table?
I grab Gideon and put him on my shoulder and we'll walk out of the tent.
I'm not a raccoon!
The guard gives you this large wink, and he sort of gestures for you to go behind the panel, and he will take the note to Veridon.
All right. Do you want me to roll stealth?
I do want you to roll stuff.
He literally, in my mind, he looks like Legolas, so.
Yeah, I also thought that.
Oh, fuck, no. That's 6.
Oh, no.
That's 6, everybody.
So the you see the guard, you hear him just clear his throat, and the clanging stops, and as you lean forward, straining to hear what happens, you sort of crack out between two of the panels and land at the feet of the three of them.
I just stay really still for a really long time.
And there's this sort of awkward, silent moment, and then you hear Veridon's voice, and he says, Maeve?
Ah! Wow! Veridon! I did not know that you would be here. You look
Maeve,
great. You're 10.
Thank you, Maeve. What are you doing here? I haven't seen you in weeks.
It's been a little bit. I am. Well, have gone through, some life changes, and I wanted to come here and learn more about fighting. And so, because, I am very good at it.
Have you entered in the fights as well?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes. Actually.
Well, I'm very, very proud of you. When are you fighting?
1 o'clock.
You are also fighting at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
My goodness, which ring?
14.
Here? You're fighting here with us?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's going to be awkward, isn't it?
I mean, where are you fighting?
Well, we're fighting here in 45 minutes. I guess you're one of my opponents.
I guess so.
I would have thought you would have been in one of the invite pits with your family.
Oh. No, I kind of wanted to strike out on my own,
All right, and you look over and you see Wilberforce sort of giving you that look like, do you want me to hand him the...
This guy looks like he has something to give you, so I'm gonna go warm up for my fight. Goodbye. It was really nice to see you, and your sparring partner is very lovely. Goodbye. And I walk away really quickly, just sweating.
Gideon's finally worked up the nerve to come in and try and cause a distraction before he sees her walk away.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Oh,
right, sorry. Never mind. Man, cool.
Xisk comes behind him, just like juggling a few apples.
It's a juggling bear.
Sorry. Oh, gosh. Tough crowd. All right. So, anyway, get this guy another drink.
We have to go right
All
now.
right.
I'm going to throw up.
All right, so the three of you, after that suave, debonair performance by all three of you.
That's not fair.
good.
Xisk juggling was really good. The rest of us kind of bonked it.
All right.
Big time.
Just, I will give you a performance check to see if you make a good impression, but I'm afraid the bear is going to give you disadvantage.
Wait, me?
Go ahead. You can roll. You can roll a performance check.
Oh, so
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a raccoon.
here's the thing. Xisk,
I'm Bradley
Xisk
Cooper.
doesn't know how to juggle. However, I am going to use my channel divinity to learn the skill of juggling for this particular event for 10 minutes.
Are you serious? That's so good.
All right, so you reach up into the heavens like Matrix, and you just need to download how to juggle.
That's the sound that it made.
Gideon's looking into the tent and he goes, so, hey, just listen, just do something. I don't care if it's bad. Okay, so here we go. Holy shit.
It's like a landline.
Where did you get chainsaws from?
It's like in a dial-up tone.
Oh, man.
You're using lumberjack hatchets, which are extra dangerous for a pioneer to use.
No. So what that does is it gives me proficiency in the skill. So we have proficiency of +2. So that just gives me a +1 to performance now.
But, and also,
Is it still
because
with
you've
disadvantage?
downloaded this, no, you can have it with it, just have it plain.
Yes. It's still only a 10 though.
Middling.
No, it's good. It's fine. It's impromptu. Nobody expected it. Wilberforce is totally charmed by it. He breaks the plot in half. Then in half again, and he tosses you a quarter plot.
Ooh.
Maeve has just walked straight out of the tent. Is that what I...
Yeah, I think I don't want to be there when he reads the letter now. I feel like I beefed it right in front of him and then lied, so I'm leaving.
And Gideon, what are you doing?
The minute that Gideon saw that we could maybe make money on this, I'm going to point to the richest looking fighter and go, don't you want to support the arts?
Oh, no.
I'm going to hold out, I guess, a hat with Wilberforce's quarter in it.
Right. No, they're ignoring you.
All right. Well, the real reason I'm staying is because I want to see what happens when Verity reads the letter.
All right. you see the Viking woman talking away to Verdun, and he's kind of shrugging, and he's looking out the door after Maeve, and he reads this letter, and you see his face kind of soften, and he kind of flushes a bit, and then he looks out the door, and he looks back, and you can hear him say something to Wilberforce, and Verdun really looks confused, and then they're called up for the fight. You see 4 fighters are heading out to the ring.
Which ones?
So the first one is this very heavy-set half-orc by the name of Murin. The Viking woman is named Verna.
And she's a human?
She is a human. And there is also another elf. He is dressed in a very dark green leather armor. You can see Verdun is confused by the fact that there's no Maeve there, but he heads out into the ring. So they all go out into the ring. You can't see them anymore if you're still staying in the tent.
I guess I only half know the rules of Mavros. In these fights that are in the non-last 3 days, what happens if someone does die? Are there repercussions?
No, there's no repercussions.
All right.
Well, I mean, obviously, if it's obvious murder, then yes, there'd be repercussions. But if it's just of a fight and an accidental crit or an accidental death, then that's the risk you take.
All right.
As the 3 of you leave the tent, you can hear the roar of the crowd in anticipation as all 4 of the fighters move into this sawdust-field temporary ring. And you look around, and there's these very rough stands. There's people wandering with peanuts and things. And what we're going to do now, people, is that the 4 of us are going to play our 4 fighters. So, Maddie, you will play Veridon.
Great.
Griffin, we'll have you play Aramis.
Oh, the freaking dork.
You can play him however you want.
Hey guys, it's me, Aramis. I give up. I'm weak.
Got that out? You feel better?
Lots. I didn't like it from the start.
Diego, you are playing Berna, the human Viking woman.
Yes.
I will play Murin, the half-orc heavy-set fighter. However, we are going to hold it here for this week.
Well, I give Murin
This will give you
17 magic
all
weapons.
of you time to prepare and think about. I want you to get into the character of getting it. So your character is getting into a character.
And also,
Right.
Murin is level 17, and she's very cool. Murin has a full assault rifle.
No, I will randomly generate 4 characters. They won't be higher than level 5.
Hey, stronger than us, though.
Yeah, are we getting like actual sheets?
You will get actual sheets.
Whoa, okay. I
I am going to
this.
get way too attached. Okay.
Minigame.
You are not going to get the sheets until we start next week.
I'm not going to get attached. Uranus is going to die real quick.
Aranis does nothing every turn. He stands there.
Uranus gives all his money to a small panda bear folk, and also the deed to his house, his keys.
Verna forgot she wasn't interested in this. She was actually wanting some pies from the little new tent that popped up.
I can hear from the tone you're taking that you're all super excited to get started on this. So I hope you can hang on. Come back again in a week, and we will be ready to launch into Pit Fight number 14, the 1 o'clock date with Destiny.
Thank you very much to Kobold Press for all of their amazing Midgard material. Thank you very much to the Boy King of Idaho for his outstanding music, and to Morgan Ermter for handling all of the Diaz cast graphic design. Diego, do you have anything to plug?
No, just go follow me on Instagram at Diego Stredel. Go follow me on Twitter at DII_Stredel. And make sure to check out the Meeting Place, YouTube channel that Griffin and I have with some other of our friends. We're a little slow on some videos in the last couple of weeks, but it's fine. It's coming back.
We do have a video podcast, so you're welcome to check that out. Maddie,
That's
plug.
it.
I don't have anything to plug, but I am, if you want to send me any sort of swampy imagery or anything that's creepy or spooky,
Don't.
absolutely do it. You
Opening
can
the
find
door.
me at Madeline Hunter Smith on Instagram and at Maddie H. Smith on Twitter. I'm writing a play and I'd love to see what you have. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Good Lord, Kevin.
I am Kevin Cork on Twitter and LinkedIn.
Whoa, plugging the link in. You can follow me at Griffin Cork on all the platforms, or you can check out the podcast that I host with my mother called The Breakfast Dish.
It's awesome.
Next week, everybody. Bye.
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 We'll see you